everybody! Hope you are well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanja and I'm presenting you my September makes today. For September I had 6 things planned. I worked on 5 of them and then even made an unexpected make. So I have 7 things to talk about. 4 of them are finished, 2 are still in progress, which is okay. And 1 is cancelled, which is also okay because it was just too much for this month. This is my first make. I got the inspiration to make this ruffle skirt from Rosa from Sewn. She wore a similar cut grey wool skirt in one of her videos, and when I decided I needed more pencil skirts in my wardrobe, I just knew I had to recreate that. However, I didn't use the woke pattern she used. Instead, I found an instruction for a pencil skirt in Chinelo Bally's book Freehand Fashion, which I had just bought, and also an instruction for ruffles at the bottom of a dress, so I combined these 2 instructions. And what shall I say, it worked so well. I had to make some adjustments at the end because the darts were not long enough, and I also made the length of the ruffles at the bottom smaller, but Chinelo's instructions were clear. I loved about her instructions that I had a guideline to follow, but a lot of freedom with the length and the size and fullness of the ruffle too. So I will definitely work more with this book in the future. Overall, I love the finished skirt. It really complements my body and I think I will wear it a lot. Since it's made out of stretchy fabric, it's very comfy. So comfy that I actually don't want to take it off. But I fear I'll have to for the presentation of the next thing I made. So this is my tartan dress. It's almost finished. I still need to add some bands to tie it together, but that's how it looks so far. It's surprisingly warm. And I like the way it hugs my figure. I used the same self-drafted pattern I used for the white wrap dress with the red dots from my July makes video. Since I had already worked with the draft, I thought it would be a quick and easy make since the only new thing were the longer sleeves, but it wasn't at all. I had to fit and alter it a lot, and even things that worked perfectly with the first dress went wrong with this one. I still will finish it because even if it is not my dream dress, it will be a nice wearable thing and the first winter dress in my wardrobe. I filmed the whole process of making it so far because I had planned to make a tutorial for you guys, since some of you asked how I made the first wrap dress, and I really consider that as one of my best makes and best looking garments so far. But since making this tartan dress was more of a catastrophe than a win for me, I'm not sure anymore. But otherwise my tutorial would work a lot better with a jersey fabric, so it could still be useful for you. Please let me know if you are interested in such a how-to video. So here is the washbag I made out of the cute floral vinyl fabric. I'm sorry it is a little out of focus. Opened, it looks like this, and you can see the 4 separate pockets or smaller bags inside. They are each made the same size but in different styles. They are designed to hold even bigger items like, for example, my makeup pouch or a big bottle of body lotion. Every bag is attached to the wrapper by 2 stripes of Velcro. So it was such a pain to sew this. Those seams are perfect, but as soon as you bias bind it, at least my sewing machine had problems working with it. So honestly, this was so awful to sew, I wouldn't do it again, even if it turned out okay. So the next thing I made was a tie. So it was the birthday of my boyfriend's father last month, and a week before his birthday my boyfriend and I sat down and brainstormed what we could get him, and first we had no idea. Then my boyfriend said, "Can you sew him a tie?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, of course. I mean, I haven't made a tie yet, but yeah, I can." And I downloaded a pattern. I found a free pattern. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. It's great. It's worked perfectly for me. And on the same day we went to my local fabric shop my favorite fabric shop in the world, and we bought some beautiful black-red fabric, and the next days I began making this tie, and astonishingly it turned out beautiful and it worked, and it was just like a regular board tie. Make number 5 is still in progress. It's the blue-white linen skirt, which you have already seen. So I finally stitched all the lace onto the fabric. I began to stitch pearls on it. The last thing I worked on is the red satin dress, which I showed you in my makes video for last month, and this dress is sadly still not finished because I hand stitched the skirt just like I had draped it on the mannequin, and then I put it on and I realized it just doesn't look good. It works, but for the time and effort I put into making this dress, I want it to be perfect and not just working. So yeah, the top stays as it is, and for the skirt I just don't know. And then there's one last thing I told you about in my last fabric haul video, which is the white rain jacket I wanted to copy from a jacket I have. But I didn't get time to work on that, which is totally okay because I still made a lot of things this month, and yeah. So this video is coming to an end now. I had fun filming it and I hope it didn't get too long. So yeah, thank you all for watching, for giving me thumbs up, for subscribing, for commenting. I really love reading your comments. If you liked it and if you have something to say, just write down in the comments. Have a nice day. Stay well. Bye.